Hi everyone, it's Angela from the Wellness Recovery Network. We are back this week with a few wellness tips to help, especially with this Christmas season or winter blues or anything that might be coming up. So we're going to start off today with our first wellness tool, which is to identify triggers and to have a plan in place. So this here is very individual. Christmas might be a very joyful time for you. You might not find any stress to it, and that's okay. You might just want to have like a nice self-care plan. But I know that for most people, myself included, there are some things that when it comes to Christmas time can get our anxiety up or can bring on a depressive episode or whatever else. So find the things that apply to you. What I have found over the years is I'm aware of the things that affect me, so I've tried to now put a plan in place. So I've put down some common ones here. The big one for me, just with my history and that, is food. Food can be a big trigger for me and my eating disorder and other things. So the plan I have in place is to stick to my 3 meals a day. This is something that has been working for me. It has helped me keep management on my eating disorder. And when it comes to Christmas time, in the past, it would get my anxiety up. So I know about this and I'm going to stick to what I've been doing and try to do that there, and also be kind to myself for when it comes to food and decisions that I make. Another one could be being alone. This is a time of year where maybe this is the first year you're totally on your own, or there's people who aren't here that would normally be here, and you might want to call someone then that is good for you and it has a good effect on your mental health. You could be missing loved ones, and something that might work for that is talking about past times with those loved ones that bring you joy. It could be big crowds or big Christmas gatherings or different things. This year hopefully will be a bit different, but if this here is a trigger that has been there for you in the past, you might want to try some deep breathing, or if it's something like going to shops, find alternative quieter times, or have a wee plan where you have a time set aside that is just for you and for your self-care. And then another thing could be finances and money, and you might want to try SMART goals with that. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time driven goals, and that might be really useful. If it's not something you've done this year, you might want to start that there for next year. And in the Recovery College, I know they've got a very good course on goal setting, and it can be very useful when it comes to finances. Or you might want to talk to an advisor, or even just to vent to a friend. Those are just a few. Only 1 or 2 of them really apply to me, but I know that this here is something that I hear a lot from people. You might identify with some of the things on the list and you might not, and that's fine. The point is that you have to make your own list. So identify what you know to be something that can be a trigger point for you, that might have an impact on your mental health and your wellness, and try to put a plan in place. And of course this time of year as well, as all year round, there is numbers like Lifeline and Samaritans who are there to listen 24 hours a day. So whatever it is, put a plan in place, put some self-care in place, and be aware. If you're aware of this now, hopefully it will help manage it better over the Christmas period. So that's today's wellness tool. Come back tomorrow for our next one. Thank you.